What has been a whirlwind afternoon for Oklahoma politics following the resignation of State Superintendent Ryan Walters. On the first official day without him in charge, Oklahoma's Attorney General orders a full audit of Walters' time in office. At 6, we told you the auditor's office had not received the request and only learned about it through a press release from the AG's office. However, they have since corrected themselves, saying after searching her email, State Auditor Cindy Byrd did discover an email received about 30 minutes before the press release went out. The email was from an executive assistant at the AG's office, a person Cindy Byrd has never met, not from the AG himself.
Also, the governor's office says a news conference will happen tomorrow on Thursday, in which the governor will announce, quote, the future of Oklahoma education, meaning he will name Walters' replacement as state superintendent. In the meantime, we're learning another high-profile official at the Department of Education is also out.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey catches up on the eventful first full day without Walters.
Busy first day without Ryan Walters in charge of the Oklahoma State Department of Education. Here at the Oliver Hodge building, we actually saw folks coming out of this building carrying stuff from their offices, loading it into their cars here in the parking lot this morning. Still, though, a lot's uncertain about who will remain on staff whenever somebody new finally comes in and takes over. And while we didn't see him Wednesday, a top Oklahoma State Department of Education official told me Ryan Walters' chief policy advisor Matt Langston is out too. The official telling me Langston will not be returning to the department. It's not clear right now if he's still on the state payroll. We told you Langston draws a $150,000 a year salary from the state while also getting more than $40,000 in taxpayer-funded bonus payments. That's despite the fact he lives and works out of Texas full-time, where he runs his own political consulting firm.
His connections and people that the superintendent has brought on board are all political folks. They're all work on campaigns from Florida to Washington, D.C.
And public records we told you Oklahoma Watch uncovered showed he's only used his badge to get into the Department of Education building 4 times the first half of this year.
He is a ghost employee. He's not showing up to work, but he's getting a check from the state of Oklahoma.
Another controversial top advisor we can confirm has not left the department is Chief of Staff Matt Moeller, who was at the office Wednesday. Is Matt Moeller in today?
They're in today. They're in a meeting right now.
Off camera, I tried asking Moeller if he plans to resign. He did not respond. We first told you OSDE hired Moeller, a Florida-based political consultant, back in February, the state paying him nearly $50,000 in his first month on the job alone.
It's a huge waste, and we know it's a huge waste.
And State Senator Mary Boren says it all may be more than just wasteful.
If they were taking money to do a job that they weren't doing, that violates state law.
We also heard from numerous current Republican and Democratic state lawmakers Wednesday who all told us Moeller and Langston need to be at the top of the list of staff following Ryan Walters to the exit.
I think our new interim state superintendent is going to have to quickly restore order after this storm that we've been through collectively as a state.
Meanwhile, another bipartisan group of lawmakers I heard from Wednesday told me they want a full forensic audit examining Walters' tenure leading the Department of Education. And late Wednesday afternoon, Attorney General Gentner Drummond called on State Auditor Cindy Byrd to do just that, announcing, given the former superintendent's well-established history of mishandling tax dollars combined with new and ongoing allegations of misspending, I am now ordering an investigative audit of the Oklahoma State Department of Education.
We just need to make sure that whatever has happened before us and the fiscal mismanagement is appropriately attributed to the prior administration so that this new administration can have a fresh start.
In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Spencer. Now, Spencer tried to reach out to the Department of Education spokesperson for comment, but security guards at the Hodge building told him she didn't show up for work today.
As for who will replace Walters, as we told you last night, multiple sources tell us Stitt will likely select Lyndall Fields, the former superintendent of Tri-County Career Tech in Bartlesville.